Ondo ó yá ẹ jẹ́ ká darapọ̀ mọ́ agbo oníwà ìrẹ̀lẹ̀ Agboola agbo ìmọ́lẹ̀ agbo àwọn ọ̀jọ̀gbọ́n kí ìpínlẹ̀ Ondo lè gòkè àgbà sí.
Agboola ọmọ Ajayi la fẹ́. Agboola ọmọ Ajayi ti dé.
Èmi Ajayi Alfred Agboola gbogbo èèyàn mọ̀ sí Agbo. Mo wá láti wá bẹ̀ gbogbo àwọn délégéètì wa ní ẹgbẹ́ PDP pé kán jọ kán fìbò yàn mí gẹ́gẹ́ bí ẹni tó máa gbé àsíá ẹgbẹ́ wa nínú ìbò tó ń bọ̀ ní November. Ìka tó tọ́ sí imú la fi ronú o. Bí igbó bá ṣe kún sí la fi máa mọ àdá tí a fi ṣan igbó náà. Lágbára lọ́hùn ẹgbẹ́ PDP ajáwé olúborí o. Ẹ pàgbó yí mi ká o. PDP power.
Ó yẹ pàgbó yí mi ká Agbo, pàgbó yí mi ká Agbo, Agbo ìmọ́lẹ̀, Agbo oníwà ìrẹ̀lẹ̀, Agbo àwọn ọ̀jọ̀gbọ́n, fún ìtẹ̀síwájú àti ìdàgbàsókè ìpínlẹ̀ Ondo, lọ́pọ̀lọ́ pípé, olùfẹ́ mẹ̀kúnnù, ó mètò mẹ́tàn, Agbo, ó yẹ pàgbó yí mi ká Agbo. Agboola Ajayi ti dé. Akíkanjú ọmọ. Láfẹ́ nípínlẹ̀ Ondo. Ìdàgbàsókè. Agboola.
2 minutes past 11 from the studios of Adabaitotum FM. Good morning and welcome to this special interview program. My name is Dimeji Danes, and this morning I'm joined by one of the gubernatorial aspirants on the platform of the People's Democratic Party, and it's a politician that you know in Ondo State. A politician of note is currently representing Ondo Southern Central District at the Senate, and he was former deputy governor in the state, and I'm talking about none other than, let me apologize for that. He ran for the Southern Central district election but did not win, and he was former deputy governor in Ondo State during the first time of Olurotimi Akeredolu. Now he is running on the platform of the People's Democratic Party. He is none other than Barrister Agboola Ajayi. You're welcome on the program. Maybe because I wanted you to win at this time. Maybe that was why I made that mistake.
Thank you.
You're welcome on the program.
Thank you.
So let's begin this way. Why do you want to contest these primaries?
Well, let me thank you for having me on that question. Ondo State is our, and we must remain here to make it a better place for everybody to live. If you look at my background, I've always been a politician that I want to serve.
Yes.
I started as a ward chairman. I rose to the level of secretary of a party at the local government. I was a supervisory councillor. I was a caretaker committee chairman in the local government. I became an elected council chairman in the same local government. I was later elected to represent Ilaje Seudo in the Federal Council of Rep, where I was there for 4 years. And later, I became a deputy governor of the state. So I have a passion, and that's something in me that I think I should give back to the society. And like I said, I have a clear vision of how to emancipate and transform Ondo State for a better place that all of us can live. That's the driving force.
Now, like you said, you're not new in the politics of Ondo State. You've had different positions. You've contested elections. You've won some. You've lost some.
Oh yeah.
And this is not your first rodeo at the governorship election. So tell me, why the PDP? Because at some point you were in the APC.
Yeah.
Why the PDP?
Well, we look at the programs of every political party. Vis-a-vis the ideology of the political party, and look at how it can better the life of our people. The primary objective of every government is to protect lives and property. Any government that cannot protect lives and property and provide for the citizen It's not the government. And I think that was very, very well achieved during the PDP regime. And it's a party that's care for Nigeria. That's the reason.
Now, let me get personal a bit before we move on to other questions. You served as deputy governor, and there were some issues, and later Akredo picked another deputy governor, and then eventually, before he died, there were issues also with that deputy governor. Even though some people were denying it, but then some people in government were also, mouthing that issue. Would you say, looking back now, would you say those who were maligning you that time as the bad person, would you say you've been justified?
Well, let me thank you, my brother. I don't want us to go to Agboola Ajayi regime. The man has died and we must allow him to rest. It's a phase in life. It has come and it has gone. May so rest in perfect peace. Justification does not really matter most. Life is a stage. It's less for people to decide whether I'm not justified or not, vindicated or not. So that's my own. But we are in this stage together. Politics is a game that's surrounded with controversy, argument, blackmailing, propaganda. These are legitimate weapons in politics. As long as you want to be in the game, you should expect some of these things. And I'm in a familiar terrain.
If you look back now, since you've been in politics, and we've had successive government even before military intervention, people like Ajayi and all of that, and you had the opportunity to be the number 2 man in the state as well. Would you say that Ondo State has been lucky in terms of the leadership that it has been getting?
Well, I don't want to. I'm a leader now by virtue of my personal head in this case.
Of course.
And like I said, life is a stage. Everybody will come, okay, and we will leave. Whatever anything you have done, people also refer back to that person. All the past leaders, in their own little way, they have imparted. They tried. They might not be able to face everything at the same time. But you all agree with me that they tried when they were in the office, and we must commend them. Start from where they stopped. Something that they didn't do better. If you have opportunity, look at it and do it.
What do you think has been that missing ingredient all along?
Well, I don't want to also say that we will not be lacking in terms of providing a leader that actually understands the terrain very well. We have few of them. I mean, few leaders that are govern the states. But I must tell you that it's not really too smooth at the moment. When Nagago was there a little ago, of course we know that the man understands clear vision of Ondo State.
Olusegun Agago.
Oh yeah, he was taking us to a point. And where Godamimiko came to, he tried his best. Mass-oriented programs. Everybody was enjoyed, everybody was carried along. And we should emulate leaders that imparted in terms of education, health facility, and economic emancipation transformation. I think we should be able to emulate them and do better than what they did.
If you look at Ondo State and you look at the neighboring states like Ekiti and Osun, you would definitely agree with me that Ondo State seems to be more blessed in terms of natural resources. Ondo State has bitumen. Ondo State has the largest sea coast, if not in Africa. But all of these resources over time have not been put to use. What do you think is the best way to put these resources to use? One, how does Ondo State get it right? Because for you to do anything successfully in government, you must have the political will. That matters a lot. I mean, we've asked stories about whether true or not that Dangote refinery was to be cited there. How do you think all of these can be gotten right?
Well, I thank you for this question. And I've said this severally in my interview. Give me Ondo State, I will make it economic, vibrant states. and it's very simple. We have the largest and the longest coastline. What the Lagos are enjoying today, I'm sure you must have listened carefully, and there's a popular saying in Lagos, "Tojo bati enyigbeti, onojo kinti eko." I'm sure you must have heard that.
Yes.
It's a popular adage. Do you know what that enyigbeti means?
No.
You don't know?
No.
Or maybe you have to pay for it today. Enyigbeti means that sea, that Malokun. And what the Lagos have is just very little minor.
Yes.
Compared to what we have in
Ondo
State.
State.
So what we just need is to fix our infrastructure to the sea. Once we get it right, my brother, all of us, especially from the southern part of the state, will become emergency clearing and forwarding agent. Investors will come. They will build jetties. Everybody will have access to the sea. That's what Lagos is enjoying. And this we can discongest Lagos and enjoy better facility if we have infrastructure that link the sea.
And it will take larger vessels.
But that's exactly where I'm going. So if you give me Ondo State to govern, my brother, in 4 years, they will know that somebody who has the vision, who has a clear vision, has come to lay the foundation that everybody will continue to report.
If you look at an outsider, somebody who has not met you before, or somebody who's meeting you for the first time,
Thank you.
and see an Agboola Ajayi, definitely that person will conclude that you're a gentleman. You have that look.
Am I not gentle?
but let me ask you,
Go ahead.
who is Agboola Ajayi?
Well, Agboola Ajayi is just a poor, innocent boy from Kiribo. I was born to a family of Ajayi, precisely, and I grew up to be like this. Like I said, my background, I have held several positions in the past, and it takes the glory of God for somebody who must have gone through these stages and still be relevant in politics of that area. And that is me. It's a household name in Ondo State. People, they even say Agboola Ajayi, just say Agbo. Once you say Agbo, people, that boy was a former member of Rep. That boy was a former Ondo State, and I think people appreciated the little I've done for them, and they are ready. They have confidence in me that I can deliver anytime, any day.
What drives your politics?
Well, if you ask me that question, I think it's the people. I want to really impact. I enjoy seeing people say, these are the things Agboola was able to do for me. These are the things Agboola did. I have children, I have grown-up boys. So they should be, your father was able to do this one in the head. And that's the drive, and that's my passion. I hate people asking, I hate seeing people suffering. And I must do something to change that situation at that moment. And I believe if I'm governor of Ondo State, I would definitely give support to what is happening right now. Poverty is everywhere. I'm not surprised that you see people coming from this party to the party tomorrow, because our people are jobless. And I've said it, if I'm governor of Ondo State, I will keep everybody busy.
How?
Thank you. Why do I have to be governor if I cannot keep you busy? Local government is there because the people are in that environment. Am I right?
Yes.
I was once a council chairman. When I was council chairman, I knew what I did. I constructed roads, schools, infrastructure, health facilities. And I can conveniently tell you that I empowered a lot of people. They don't have to come to Akure to get jobs. Nobody is jobless because the money is for the people in that environment. If you give me government of Ondo State, my brother, everybody will be busy. It's going to be our government. I won't bring somebody from Lagos, from Ibadan to come and be governor of Ondo, to come and take anything. Yeah, they have something they can do, but the government is for people of Ondo State, and it will be for us, and we will all benefit and keep everybody busy.
15 minutes past 11 from the studios of Wadaba 10.9 FM. I'll be speaking with former Deputy Governor of Ondo State, Barrister Agboola Ajayi, who is also contesting the PDP primaries that will be coming up tomorrow. That is Thursday, April the 25th, 2024. Let's take a break now, and we'll be right back.
Ajayi Alfred Agboola tí gbogbo èèyàn mọ̀ sí Agbo. Mo wá láti wá bẹ gbogbo àwọn délégéètì wa ní ẹgbẹ́ PDP pé kán jọ kán fìbò yàn mí gẹ́gẹ́ bí ẹni tó máa gbé àsíá ẹgbẹ́ wa nínú ìbò tó ń bọ̀ ní November. Ìka tó tọ́ sí imú la fi ń ronú wọn. Bí igbó bá ṣe kún sí la fi máa mọ àdá tí a fi ṣan igbó náà. Lágbára lọ́hùn ẹgbẹ́ PDP ajáwé olúborí o. Ẹ̀ka borí mi ká o. PDP power.
Ó yẹ pàgbó yí mi ká àgbo, pàgbó yí mi ká àgbo, àgbo ìmọ̀lẹ̀, àgbo oníwà ìrẹ̀lẹ̀, àgbo àwọn ọ̀jọ̀gbọ́n, fún ìtẹ̀síwájú àti ìdàgbàsókè ìpínlẹ̀ Ondo. Ọlọ́pọlọ pípé, olùfẹ́ mẹ̀kúnnù, ó mètò mẹ́tọ́, àgbo, ó yẹ pàgbó yí mi ká àgbo.
Yeah. Eleven from the studios over at 88.9 FM. You're still tuned to the bar 88.9 FM, and it's still the interview with the former Deputy Governor of the state, Barrister Agboola Ajayi. We're talking about governors in Ondo State. We'll be talking about the primaries, PDP primaries coming up tomorrow as well. Barrister Agboola Ajayi.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
Let's talk about governors a bit, and let's begin from the fact that a lot of people keep referring to Ondo State as a civil service state. Ondo State was created in 1976. There were states that were created after that. If you look at the level of development in those states, definitely you see that Ondo State can, at the moment, cannot match up. How do you turn Ondo State with all these resources from a civil service state to a state that can generate revenue, that can take care of the state, take care of the salaries without relying on the handout from the federal government?
Thank you. The answer is very clear. Ondo State was created in 1976. We have to have done better. As a matter of when the state was created, we still met a lot of infrastructure in terms of companies, investments, and trades. But unfortunately today, none of it are still existing. It might be as a result of mismanagement or maybe a global trend. You understand? But honestly speaking, I will just answer your question. If we have a vision governor, somebody who is very, very ready, who understands the terrain very well, Ondo State is the easiest state that you can govern. As a matter of fact, you can govern this state without relying on federal government allocation. It might be a bit difficult in the first 2-3 years, but the third year you should be able to govern the state without relying on federal government allocation. And it's very simple, I've said it. All what you just think is to link to the sea. The resources of this state is just from Elijah and SLD. That's all. That is all. You can, if you look at how much Lagos State generates every month, billions of naira. Billions of naira. That one alone, my brother. If you were able to construct roads that lead the sea, forget about this Ondo port they're talking about. Government has done businesses. Want to construct seaport. No, we don't have business in that. It's a misplacement of priority. All what you just need is to provide infrastructure. Like I said, if I'm going to Ondo State, I never knew federal government was going to kickstart the coastal road from Lagos to Calabar. I never knew. But I said, if I'm going to Ondo State, once I open up to the sea, the next project I will do is to open up a trade system from Ilajes, SLD to Itakpe in Kogi State. That's all. And that will give us enough economic revenue. It will create jobs for people. It will create jobs for youth, all these are timid youth, and everybody will be busy. So it's something we must look at. I have a programs that can transform the Ondo State. I have a clear vision. All what we just do is for the people to trust and vote for the right person. We must say this.
You know, the APC is at the center, controls the federal government.
Yes.
And presently, at the moment, in Ondo State. How easy do you think is going to be for your party to wrestle power from them? Considering what people refer to Nigeria as federal mind, when they talk about federal mind, they're talking about security agencies and all that. How easy do you think
the power belongs to the people? Forget about incumbent power here and there. The power of the voters belongs to the people, and you must also give it back to INEC. if they want to conduct credible election. They have exhibited that in the past, and I'm sure they will do same in Ondo State. They understand that Ondo State is a volatile state. They don't want to repeat what happened at 83. Nobody is praying for that. So they will conduct free and fair election. Anybody that wins. I mean, are you happy? Can you still vote for APC as it is today? My brother, you should understand what is going on in the country. So forget about whether people be in power. Even those people who carry the guns here and there, the policemen. I have policemen are guiding me. I did not go to the same market that my wife's, my family also wanted to buy something. Are they happy with what is going on in the market? Yeah? So all of us, we are going to the same market. We buy the same goods. We also experience the same hardship. So the power belongs to the people, and they will definitely send a message with their votes.
You know, at some point, PDP had swaying in Ondo State. The Agboola administration, even at some point, maybe could defected to the PDP. Do you think that after all these years, that the people of Ondo State are ready for the PDP again?
Oh my God!
With what you've seen,
of course, I've just compared it. You are in this state during the Agboola administration, administration, and what we have at the moment now. The difference is very clear. The two leaders had vision, they understand the state very well, and they know what they were doing. I don't want to come here to condemn any government, but I can assure you we will do it better than what they are doing if PDP gives this government.
apart from what you're talking about, what other things have you done? Any poll to make it have that assurance that this election cycle that people are ready to vote PDP?
Well, opinion polls, not opinion polls. Why don't you wait till that time and see people will not?
You know why I'm asking you that, Your Excellency? Like you said, we're all in this state. This is not the first time that governorship election will be holding. When Akeredolu was running for a second time re-election, the PDP also said they're suffering and all of that. The Buhari government had not done well, and the people are ready to vote the PDP. Even during the last election cycle, when Tinubu was running to be president. Well, you also, what happened?
There is a difference between presidential election and governorship election.
I just mentioned governorship election.
Yes, I'm
too.
just telling you. There is a difference between, you said even recently where Tinubu runs election. That cannot be compared to anything, because the dynamics change. You consider so many factors in any election. But as it is, this is gubernatorial election where all the parties are interested. Not just interested. The PDP candidate that will emerge, the APC people are interested in that person. The APC candidate that will emerge, the PDP are also interested in that person. The masses are also there who will really be the final arbiter in this matter, and they are ready to vote for PDP. We have done our analysis, we have done our opinion polls, we have carried out research, and we've also done what we call political testing, and we are ready. They are ready for PDP.
When you consider apart from security agencies, the kind of money that the APC controls, do you think that the PDP can match up? And in every election, that plays an important role.
What's about? What do you know about money? Can
People
money
do,
buy?
People do vote buy and vote silent.
Can money buy your conscience?
I don't vote. I don't vote.
Then you are not,
I've not voted in a long time. I'm always at work.
Maybe because of your official duty. Otherwise, okay, let's assume you want to vote. Can money buy your conscience? I'm asking.
I work. There are people who don't earn up to 5,000 naira in a month.
That does not matter that they don't know what they are doing. Are you talking to me that a woman that does not even, since the beginning, today now, this is almost 12 o'clock now, that some families since morning, they don't even know what they will eat.
That's what I'm saying. You
And
think
you
if
want
they
them to
offer them money.
So that will now repeat, they wanted to remain in that poverty for life. They want to vote for change. They want to vote for a better government. They want to vote for at least a system that will give them confidence. They have lost confidence in the system, my brother. Some of us are even trying to campaign to convince people. We find it difficult. They say, all of you are one. Oh, APC, the government paid politician. But we keep telling them, look at our records that are in public domain. Look at the political parties that governed you before. Look at our antecedents. We can do it better. So I want to assure you that the people are not fools and they know where to vote for. Money does not matter. Money will come, but I can assure you they will get it right this time around, and they are going to vote for PDP.
Now, talking about the primaries coming up tomorrow,
Yeah.
and I want to do this in Yoruba because of those who may not understand English. Kí ni àrọwà yín sí àwọn ọmọ ẹgbẹ́ òṣèlú PDP
Well,
láti dìbò fún yín?
well, let me thank you.
Then kí ni ìdí tó yẹ kán fi dìbò fún yín?
Well, thank you so much. Bóyá kí n sọ ní Yorùbá náà.
Jẹ́ ká sọ Yorùbá, a ṣe máa padà sọ ń Gẹ̀ẹ́sì.
Okay, thank you. Mo pàrọwà fáwọn ọmọ ẹgbẹ́ PDP. Mo sọ lánàá, mo tètè sọ nínú jíìpù mi náà. Tí igbó bá kún báyìí, àwa wo àdá tó lè bẹ́ igi nínú igbó. You understand, sir? Tí ìka tó bá dẹ̀ lọ sí mú la fi ro imú. Yeah. Gbogbo àtà ń díje yìí, all of us are qualified to be governor. All of us are qualified to be governor of Ondo State. Gbogbo wa la kúnjú wọn láti ṣe gómìnà ìpínlẹ̀ Ondo. Ṣùgbọ́n ọ̀kan nínú wa ló máa jẹ́ gómìnà yìí. Mo dẹ̀ gbà á ládùúrà pé ẹni tó máa jẹ́ gómìnà yìí á wá nínú ẹgbẹ́ PDP. Àwọn tó wà nílé wọ́n ṣàmì bẹ́ẹ̀ yẹn o. Bó ṣe dáa tó kójú láti wá PDP yẹn, PDP ò lè gbéyàn méjì sílẹ̀ at the same time.
Èèyàn kan náà
gbé sílẹ̀. Kó tó gbéyàn kan lẹ̀, wọ́n á ti wo ó ní àwọn criteria tí wọ́n ti máa set out sílẹ̀. Ẹni yìí, does he have the cloud? Ẹni yìí, does he have the contact? Ẹni yìí, can he actually face it? Ẹni yìí, so ní popularity ni. And I look at all these factors, I'm a bit above all of them. With due respect to them, mo rí pé mo ní edge jù wọ́n lọ.
Yẹn ni pé ẹ tayọ jù wọ́n lọ.
Bẹ́ẹ̀ ni sir. Then tá bá ń sọ̀rọ̀ experience, which is the hard, I mean, you should know now. Like I said, gbogbo àtà ń díje káwọn náà wá síbí. Mo ṣe world chairman rí in the then SDP. More than 30 years ago, I was a world chairman at my very tender age. Mo ṣe secretary party rí. Sharing Bobinson. Mo ṣe supervisory councillor rí. Local government for works and agric. We have this record there. Mi ò sọ pé mo ṣe in London in this state. Mo ṣe chairman council committee of the local government. I was appointed council chairman. I was once an outgoing chairman in this state. I'm treasurer of this state. Mo tún wá dìbò fún mi as elected chairman of the same local government náà. Nígbà tá a ṣe yẹn tán, wọ́n tún rán mi lọ sílé ìgbìmọ̀ asòfin House of Rep l'Abuja. In the history of Ìlàjẹ State relative, kò sẹ́ni tó ìsúnmọ́ mi in terms of impacting and infrastructure development. Nígbà tí mo wà ní House of Rep, I was able to influence projects worth 50 billion naira, I can say it. Not only that, today we are unlucky. We are just unlucky on those states, on those south. We throw into darkness for the past 15 years. The only hope tí a ní síbẹ̀ ń sìn, power station yẹn, èmi ni mo gbé wá síbẹ̀. And I've said this severally, nobody could come and say, ó parọ́. Yes, it was my project. And above all, mo ṣe deputy governor ní state yìí. So if we are talking about experience, I'm the most qualified. So mo fẹ́ bẹ̀ gbogbo àwọn ọmọ ẹgbẹ́ PDP, àwọn delegate wa tán leaders wa, kò ń wò dáadáa. Kò ń wò ẹni tó lè ṣe. I think I stand in a better position to deliver PDP.
Ṣé mọ̀ pé sí ìbò abẹ́lé eléyìí tó lóyìnbó ń pè ní primaries tó bá ń lọ wàhálà là mọ̀ pé a máa ń rí adẹ̀ máa ń gbọ́ pé àwọn ẹni tó bá ti sanwó jù ní jẹ́rò tí ẹ máa bá yín pé tó bá di ọ̀la pé owó ni àwọn èèyàn á tẹ̀lé.
It's not about money. People are conscious of, everybody is conscious of what's going to happen now. Like I said, mo sọ̀rọ̀ kan bí nsìn, àwa tí a jẹ́ ọmọ ẹgbẹ́ PDP mọ̀ pé a ní interest ẹni tí APC náà gbé nsìn ni. Àwa tí a jẹ́ ọmọ ẹgbẹ́ PDP, àwọn tó jẹ́ APC, they are equally interested in who PDP is going to pick. Wọ́n ti ṣe tiwọn láti bí ìjẹ́rìí báyìí.
You say who APC picked now?
Of course, after he's being governor. After they have shot here and there, sporadic going shot here and there, at least I don't want to go into
Okay,
that.
you are saying the primaries were
I'm
violent.
not a member of that political party for now, so I don't comment on their party. But I can assure you, the difference will be clear tomorrow. You will see a transparent and organized political party that has structure, that have procedure, that have guidelines, and obey their party constitution and Nigeria constitution tomorrow. You won't see any.
You almost won. You almost won during the last governorship primaries of the
Yes,
PDP against Jegede.
Yes.
And a lot of people were shocked that Agboola Ajayi was just coming to the PDP, almost won the primaries.
Why are they why the other team?
What are you going to do differently now to ensure that you win?
Why you just answer it yourself?
I don't
If I
think.
came to the party in 2 ways, I was able to score that. You should know that now.
I think that made a lot of people respect you, even people who were not PDP members.
Oh no! If they said they respect me, maybe they just underrate me. That's because of fear of me. You see, because in politics, that mi ló máa ń sọ, iṣẹ́ téèyàn bá ń ṣe ló máa ń kọ́yàn ní tricks. I just open my credentials to you now. I'm not a small boy in this game. You know this yourself. I'm not a small boy. So one small boy will not just come from somewhere and say, "You come and beat Agboola Ajayi." This is not a baby game. We are talking about politics. The governor of a state. My brother. No. I'm sure the people understand that the delegates they know who can actually deliver, and you see the result tomorrow.
You know, I've interacted with people who say Agboola Ajayi is very deft when it comes to politics. How are you going to use that deftness tomorrow to ensure that you secure victory?
I can assure you, it will definitely reflect in the results. I can assure you of that.
So you're saying to go your way tomorrow?
Oh, of course, I'm going to win the ticket. It's not. It's almost.
You sound so certain.
Everybody has concluded. They already know to decide where they are going. Everywhere is Agbo. So you cannot. Anybody can call me and say, I want Akoko, I want this. No. It's a practical game tomorrow, and you will see it clear. I'm sure that I will be there to say it live. I'm going to win, and the people will speak tomorrow. They will elect their leader.
Apart from the experience that you've talked extensively about, your experience, which you say is above the experience of the other people or the other aspirant, what else stands you apart from the other aspirants?
Well, this is an eternal election among all of us.
I'm referring to your selling point now, beyond your experience.
What else do you need for question? Selling point to the people of Ondo State or to PDP leaders. If it is to the delegates already know who to vote for. Are you talking about charisma? Are you talking about experience? Are you about accessibility? I have it more than all of them. I have served in various capacities and they have access to me. That's accessibility alone. You can't take it away from any politician. Character. My brother, underline this part of character. Anybody that lacks character should not hold any public office anywhere. Please underline that character. And people know me that you've said it all. People see me and not assume me, humble boy, and I thank God I have children.
Yes, it's easy to underrate you when anybody is meeting you.
That's
why I said the last primaries, a lot of people were shocked that you almost won.
If you underrate me, then you do at your own peril. By the time I come out, this boy is not. That's actually what gives me promotion. I don't have to make noise, but I know what is important in life is character. And I've said it here. Anybody who does not have character must not allow to hold any public office anywhere at any level. And I can assure you, God has endowed some of us with that character. If you want to assess your friend, give the person ordinary counselor. If two of you were sleeping on a mat before, he will tell you that he will go and buy a small mat and be sleeping on the floor. The next time you say you buy his own different bed. That's ordinary counselor. We have seen it all, my brother. We have seen it all, and I thank God that some of us are blessed and we continue to impart. We enjoy giving the little we have and make lives with what God gives to us.
All right. You heard it from the former deputy governor, who is also governorship aspirant on the platform of the People's Democratic Party. The show is going down tomorrow, 25th April 2024. We'll take another break now, and we'll be right back.
Ajayi ti dé, ẹ̀yọ̀ ọmọ ìpínlẹ̀ Ondo. Agboola Ajayi ti dé, ìtẹ̀síwájú ti dé. Agboola Ajayi ti dé, ẹ̀yọ̀ ọmọ ìpínlẹ̀ Ondo. Agboola Ajayi ti dé, ìtẹ̀síwájú ti dé.
gbogbo ará ìpínlẹ̀ Ondo ó yá Ondo lè gòkè àgbà sí.
24 minutes before noon, and it's still a special interview program with the former Deputy Governor of Ondo State, Barrister Agboola Ajayi. All right, let's turn to security.
Thank you.
Because it's an important issue. Kidnapping, banditry, a lot of that. During when you were Deputy Governor, Amotekun came into being, and a lot of people have commended Amotekun for doing a very good job. What do you think is the solution? Because it appears to be a Hydra-headed problem. You're talking about kidnapping, you're talking about banditry, you're talking about terrorism, and it appears to be more prominent in the northern part of Nigeria. And successive government, from time to time, they keep saying, oh, we're doing this, we're doing that. But that problem is still with us. What is the final solution to it? How do we get out of the woods?
Well, the issue of security, like I said, those are the major assignment of every government, to protect lives and property. Once these things are not there, then we don't have a government at all. But unfortunately for us in Nigeria today, we don't seem to take security as an important aspect of life. I just finished my campaign tour, and when I got to the northern part of the states, the complaint is that we can't go to farm again. We don't have money again. Nobody is safe. Yesterday they kidnapped Tiri. Yesterday 4 were killed. 5 just within Ondo State here.
You're talking about the Akoko area,
precisely Akoko areas. The first thing is to first of all fix our infrastructure so that the security agencies can have access to some of this area. The roads in Akokos are too bad. Too bad.
Even not, sir.
It's even worse. I wanted to travel from Ipele to Edoani. I could not. I have to turn back, come back to Owo, thinking that I should be able to maneuver myself through Oba to Ekun to Edoani. But it was even worse. I could not even access Edoani. So, assuming I don't have police security, they would have just picked me like Jiga. And then maybe you will be the first person to be caught to bring ransom. So let's get our infrastructure first and provide jobs for our timid youth. You can't restrict people from entering into your country, but we must also be very vigilant in terms of bordering patrol. We are not saying that our neighbors must not come into our territory, but we must also protect our territory very well. And above all, if I'm governor of Ondo State, Amotekun was created. I was part of those who created Amotekun. I was deputy governor, and we sat down together. This crisis was becoming it was an embarrassment at that time, to the extent that some prominent Obas were kidnapped, were killed. Our father's personality, daughter was killed.
There was our massacre as well.
Our massacre was there. So we said, what is the immediate solution that can actually stop this thing? So Amotekun should come on, but there is an improvement that I think we can do. For instance, if I'm going to Ondo State, I will also establish a unit in Amotekun that we call a forest guard.
Okay. To man the forest.
Oh yeah, that's going to be their major job. Forest guard. They will equip them very well, and they will be doing rotational job. Forest guard. We have enough voice. It's just like in those days. Anytime I see soldiers on the road, I say, why are federal government exposes our soldiers to this danger? Nobody fears soldiers again now. If you give me one of those states, I will equip our forest guards that once you see forest guard everywhere, you know that there's problem. And I can assure you, they will mark and monitor our forests very well and make the farms very secure for our farmers.
You talked about influx of people into the state. Definitely, like you said, you can't stop people from coming to the state. But what is the motive of some of these people for coming to Ondo State? How do you, even though you don't want to stop people from coming to the, how do you ensure that criminal elements do not come into the state?
Well, that's one. You just asked that why were they coming to the state? The answer is commerce. Commerce comes to Ondo State to look for what they will eat. Some of us also go to their state too, so you can't stop them because freedom of association
Within their country,
within
of
their
course.
country, of course. So you can't stop anybody. But again, you can also stop criminals from coming into here. But again, my brother, in those days, if any stranger comes to a village, my brother, the villagers will know who that stranger is. Where is he going to reside? Where is he residing? So you can't come to my village and start misbehaving. I think I will allow you. No, our youth will be empowered. The forest guard will be empowered with Amatekun to chase anybody who does not live in line with our conduct and our habitat procedure. We will not allow that to happen. And if you are coming to commerce, you are coming to trade, you are coming, we must also tell you this is not allowed in Ondo State. It's not allowed in Ondo State, and we are not going to allow that to happen.
Now, sometimes, or let me say oftentimes, you have a spillover of this criminal element from other states, from neighboring states. How do you plan? Or let me put it this way. What do you think is the best way to work with other states, with the neighboring state, to ensure that this does not keep happening?
Yeah, my brother,
For instance, Ondo State borders Kogi, borders Edo, borders Ekiti, and Osun.
and Ogun,
And Ogun, yes.
and Atlantic Ocean.
Yes, Lagos.
Yes, that's how to stop them. No, you can't. I've said it now.
How do you check spillover of criminal elements from the neighboring state?
Yes, I said it. The first thing, my brother, is to make sure that our border communities are properly secured. Properly secured to avoid infiltration of criminals. Once we can do that, and since Amatekun has come to play, you will agree with me that it has reduced a lot of criminal activities in Ondo State. But we can also strengthen them very well, equip them, create more units there. Like I said, if we create forest guards in Amatekun unit, that will also reduce the job and also increase the efficiencies. So to stop criminal for infiltration is difficult. But when you have a government that has policies, this you cannot do in Ondo State. This we are not going to allow you to step these boundaries without necessarily banning them into our state. I'm sure they want to comply as long as they want to do their business in Ondo State. They are free to do their business, but they must also do it to the level of affecting the internal security of Ondo State. We will not compromise that.
Your Excellency, when people talk about security, oftentimes we look at the symptoms. We don't look at the factors that are responsible for insecurity. For instance, uneven distribution of wealth. You mentioned unemployment, when there's poverty and all of that. And I believe that in developed climes, when people want addressing security, they take care of all these other factors as well to ensure that to take away people, to discourage people from going into crimes. How do you think? What do you think is the best way to ensure this in Ondo State?
I've just said it. The first thing for us to provide infrastructure, provide jobs for our youth. When you are providing infrastructures, indirectly you are providing jobs for the youth. Keep everybody.
Where would these jobs come from?
Infrastructures and businesses that can actually impart and let them be exposed, give them self-reliance. Now, as it is on those states, it's just salary and states. At the end of the month, if you want to see the secret on those states, just go to Labaka. By the end of the month, you see people go to ATM in lines. It's as bad as that. You cannot access. If you want to take any money in the bank today, up to 5 million naira, you can spend a week because no business, no commerce. As a matter of fact, from the southern part of the state, we get more cash than Akure here. Everybody is just hopeless, waiting for end of the salary. If a state cannot provide, can never survive in this kind of economy we are running in the state. No, the best thing is to provide infrastructure and provide employment, self-reliance, keep everybody busy. You are giving our forest to Chinese, Korea to come and exploit. And what's happened to our TB youth who are not doing anything? Why can't we encourage them to be not to be handling the product? The money will be revolving around all of us here. You understand? You are selling our forests to Korea, to this and that. Why don't you encourage youth in agriculture? You don't see that this can also bring money and give them self-reliance? You are talking that this security will not. There will be security everywhere if we don't do the right thing. So I've said it: infrastructure, make it clear, empowerment, create jobs, and youth emancipation, transformation government, and everybody will be secured.
All right, 30 minutes before noon. Let's take another break and we'll be right back.
Agboola Ajayi la fẹ́. Agboola Ajayi ti dé.
Èmi Ajayi Alfred Agboola gbogbo èèyàn mọ̀ sí Agbo. Mo wá láti wá bẹ gbogbo àwọn délégéètì wa ní ẹgbẹ́ PDP pé kán jọ kán fìbò yàn mí gẹ́gẹ́ bí ẹni tó máa gbé àsíá ẹgbẹ́ wa nínú ìbò tó ń bọ̀ ní November. Ìka tó tọ́ sí imú la fi ronú o. Bí igbó bá ṣe kún sí la fi máa mọ àdá tí a fi ṣán igbó náà. Lágbára lọ́hùn ẹgbẹ́ PDP ajáwé olúborí o. Ẹ̀ka gboyí mi ká o. PDP power.
Ó yẹ pàgbóyí mi ká Agbo, pàgbóyí mi ká Agbo, Agbo ìmọ́lẹ̀, Agbo oníwà ìrẹ̀lẹ̀, Agbo àwọn ọ̀jọ̀gbọ́n, fún ìtẹ̀síwájú àti ìdàgbàsókè ìpínlẹ̀ Ondo, lápọ̀lọ́ pípé, olùfẹ́ mẹ̀kúnnù, omètò mẹ́tọ́, Agbo, ó yẹ pàgbóyí mi ká Agbo.
All right, 12 minutes before noon, and it's still a seminar interview with the former Deputy Governor of the state, Barrister Agboola Ajayi, who is contesting the PDP primaries that will be coming up tomorrow in Ondo State. Let's talk about the primaries a bit before we open the port for the people.
All right, thank you.
Election is coming up in November 16.
Yeah.
What are the chances of your party? Do
said
you
it.
think your party can muscle the APC to win that election?
The masses are waiting for us. As a matter of fact, they are happy with the way things are going. That if PDP are getting it right the way they are going, they are waiting for us. They are tired of the system. They are tired of the equipment government. They are tired of the APC government, and they are ready to vote for PDP government without even collecting money. It has gone beyond use of money. My brother, are you talking about the fuel? Are you talking about scarcity? Are you talking about the feeding, security? You forget about this one without anybody want to influence with equipment factor or money. People are waiting for us, and we are confident that we are going to win the next gubernatorial election.
In Ondo State.
In Ondo State, yes.
The primaries tomorrow, what would you like to see in terms of organization?
Nothing less than an organized, transparent, well-guided primary election. Free and fair. And that I know PDP would. Because we have a working system that nobody can manipulate. We have a working system that we don't say direct to fraud. No, it will not be direct to fraud. We have so it's already organized, and everybody will go there and look at it.
Is it delegate system tomorrow?
It's
Indirect
election.
trial.
We have started the program. We have started the program.
Do you know that people who say
Congresses
that costs more money to grease the palms of delegates?
No, let me tell you something. You might not agree, but that's it of the matter. We conducted congresses in this state, 2 recently. 2 congresses. One, we elected 3 adult delegates per ward. Did you hear anywhere where there were gunshots? I'm asking you. Did anybody come here to come and conclude that in my ward there were hijacked of ballot papers but they didn't see materials? No. That is the height of it, where people, okay, will go back and elect 3 leaders per ward who are going to form the electoral body. Again, the following week again, we also elected one national delegate per local government. Those three delegates that were first elected came together to elect one delegate per local government. Again, did you have any protests? Was there any gunshot at the Danriabi, at Kiribo, or anywhere? No. That shows that there's an organized system. So the process has started, and by tomorrow it will be concluded in peace.
All right, we'll open the port now for people who want to call in. We'll have 1 or 2 questions for Barrister Agboola Ajayi. Numbers to call are 090 34364982 and 8162519991. 09034364982 or 8162519991. Hello, good morning. Hello, good morning. Who am I speaking with? Hello, we can hear you. Hello, good morning.
Morning.
Hello, good morning. Who's on the
Good
line?
morning.
Good morning. Who am I speaking with?
This is Austin, not morning.
Austin, where are you calling from? Where? Oh, Ishuakoko. Go ahead and ask your question.
Yes. You see, it's good you serve at the local police, excellency. So during that period, I know they allow the local government to enjoy their autonomy. And you perform wonderfully well that time. But now, about 250 million goes to local government, but nothing, to
So for it.
show for it.
Thank you.
So, but your government, what will you do, sir? Thank you.
Well, thank you. I've said it. That is the area of government criminally eroded local government money is not going to help democracy. It's not going to focus out this. If I'm governor of Ondo State, I was once a council chairman. I was there for almost 4 or 5 years. I am going to allow the local government to operate their system. They have the highest ruling body they call F&GPC. Let them take that decision and award their project and do it. If you don't do right, then EFCC is there to query. The masses will be there to query. As a matter of fact, you cannot mess up with the local government fund because the people will see today, tomorrow you will see them again. So during our time, the major constitutional role of a local government is to provide for the people in that environment. Do drainages, dispensary, health centers, first aid bus, do interventions. But these days, at the end of the money, they just come and say the money is they are doing jack. I can assure you, if I'm going to do states, I will do a better and run the
Let's take another call. Hello. Hello, good morning.
Hello, good afternoon.
Good morning. It's still morning. Hello, what's your name and where are you calling from?
Okay, good morning.
What's your name?
This is Prince Ade from Akure.
Okay, go ahead, please.
We thank God for the life of Honorable Agboola Ajayi.
Thank you.
So, about the economy, our Honorable was speaking about reviving the economy, and we so much appreciate that.
Thank you.
But if we want to sincerely look at it, petroleum is one of the determinants of the economy. That is, the price increase or changes will depend solely on the price of petroleum. What is the Honorable?
Okay, we lost that call. Hello, are you there?
Is Honorable
Okay.
going to do about the price of petroleum in Ondo State?
Well, let me answer that, my brother. I'm also into oil and gas industry. Issue of petroleum, subsidy, refinery. Yes, if I'm governor of Ondo State, I can on my own. I can. As a matter of fact, state can handle it. There's nothing stopping Ondo State from having a modular refinery. We can do it. There's one in my village in Ipoki there. The total amount of money that we finish that project it's not more than 20 billion naira. We can do it and subsidize. There is no government that will not subsidize any one product or the other for the citizen. So these are
So you're saying the subsidy shouldn't have been removed in the
it
first place?
should have been enabled to at least impart in our life. Okay, they have removed it now. What is the intervention? So if I'm governor of Ondo State, I can assure you I'll create companies and I'll establish industries that will impart. And part of it is that Ondo State should have a refinery. And also, let us focus on that our environment that God has given to us. We have untapped resources in the riverine that can feed Ondo State and also feed the entire southern zone of the country.
All right, one more call and then we'll call it a day.
Hello?
Hello, good morning.
Good morning. How are you?
I'm fine. Please your name and where you call. Oh, King of Boys, go ahead.
Honorable Agboola mentioned something.
Okay.
He said to him, if you become a governor, we don't really mind the federal government allocation. How do you do it? And why did you fail to tell your chairman when you were the deputy governor?
I think we understand the question.
Well, let me quickly answer it. I didn't say that we are going to start running government immediately without having allocation. I said for the first 3 years it might be difficult. Listen to me carefully. But I said after third year, if I'm going to do states, I can govern without federal government allocation. And I've set certain examples. In Lagos, they collect more than 60 billion naira in a month without even waiting for government allocation. What stops that Ondo cannot access more than Lagos if we have infrastructure in place? But I said we must first of all get it right in terms of infrastructure development.
All right. Your final appeal to PDP delegates that will be voting tomorrow.
Well, my final advice and appeal to the delegates of PDP tomorrow is to comport themselves in a democratic way to choose whom among the 7 of us whom they think that can deliver and govern Ondo State to a promised land. But on my own, I'm appealing to them to vote for Agboola Ajayi. Thank you and God bless you.
All right, thank you very much, former Deputy Governor Alfred Agboola Ajayi. Thank you for coming on this interview. This is where we ended. My name is Dimeji Danes. Thank you for being part of it. Good afternoon.
Thank you.
Agboola, ọmọ Ajayi la fẹ́. Agboola, ọmọ Ajayi ti dé.
Èmi Ajayi Alfred Agboola gbogbo èèyàn mọ̀ sí Agbo. Mo wá láti wá bẹ gbogbo àwọn délégéètì wa ní ẹgbẹ́ PDP pé kán jọ kán fìbò yàn mí gẹ́gẹ́ bí ẹni tó máa gbé àsíá ẹgbẹ́ wa nínú ìbò tó ń bọ̀ ní November. Ìka tó tọ́ sí imú la fi ronú wọn. Bí igbó bá ṣe kún sí la fi máa mọ àdá tí a fi ṣan igbó náà. Lágbára lọ́hùn ẹgbẹ́ PDP ajáwé olúborí o ẹ̀pà gborí mi ká o PDP power.
Ó yẹ pàgbó yí mi ká àgbo, pàgbó yí mi ká àgbo, àgbo ìmọ̀lẹ̀, àgbo.